going to move on and show you how to use some of our anaerobic thread sealants to seal up a manifold. Now this is quite a typical type of manifold that you'd see coming off the top of one of these pumps. The guys here at Pump Solutions have shown me exactly what they want assembled. Now in this situation, this manifold's under a bit of vibration and a bit of pressure, so we're going to use Loctite 577 and we're going to use Loctite SF7063 to clean them all prior. Now, if this was something that was going to take us a long time to assemble and wasn't going to be under severe pressure like this is going to be, we'd use Loctite 567 because that'll give us a lot more working time. 577 is a bit faster when it cures, but the added value it gives is it actually locks the fittings in place. All right, so as this is all these parts that you can see here, they're all stainless steel. This is all laid out the way we need it to be, but the most important thing to do here first is to make sure all our fittings are clean. So what I'll start with is basically just disassemble one of the fittings. And we'll just work our way through it rather than just disassemble the whole thing, because then we're going to get ourselves lost. So first step is to use Loctite SF7063 to clean it. Now this is a solvent-based cleaner, so it's very fast to use. It doesn't take a lot of time, but you do need to ensure that the surface is dry before you apply the product. Okay, so we're using Loctite 577. Now this has got quite a wide tip on it, which this tip is designed to allow you to apply the product into all of the threads. Just a nice even bead. You can basically use the tip to push it into the threads a bit. That's our first fitting. Now really, as long as you can see product being expelled from the edge of the fitting, you know you've got a good seal. This being a liquid thread locker, and like any liquid, what it'll do is it fills up all of the gaps, any air gap in between the threads, and gives you a 100% seal. Now, in comparison to something like thread tape, you can see that's a fitting that's had gas-rated thread tape applied, and then the fitting's been screwed on and removed again. It actually hasn't filled up any of the gaps between the threads. All it's done is push all the thread tape back to one end and is absolutely useless at this point. So I'll move on to the next fitting. And again, wind our two parts together. With 577, as I said, we do need to be quite fast and we need to make sure we've got the fittings where we need them. You've got about, on stainless steel, you've probably got about 10 minutes of working time to work with it. After that, if you do need to move any of the fittings, you need to remove them and clean them and start again. All right, and from that point, that's it for now. We'll assemble the rest of this and then we'll show it to you again when it's all assembled. All right, so at this point, we've now assembled the complete manifold. All the parts are together. Everything's been tensioned up. It's all in place. It's exactly the way we need it. That's basically a lot of fittings and a lot of points where it could come undone. This will lock all of these fittings together. So at this point, this has been together for a little while now and I already can't move any of these fittings. They're already all tight in place. So that's it.